Everybody is like, what is he doing out at 4 a.m.? Would y'all feel better if it was at 4 p.m.?
But we learned yesterday that police actually believe 41-year-old Jason Lewis actually shot at a parked car first, that vehicle right at the entrance. She thought her son was at home, that parents can't always watch what their kids are doing, and sometimes kids have to grow up a little bit faster than others. Kids have to grow up a little bit faster than others. Kids have to grow up a little bit faster than others. We did ask London Blake about previous interaction that we're told Karan had with the court system, and Karan had with the court system, and Karan had with the court system.
We're not going to be there every single time and at every single moment. And my son, he was a young man. I count on him. He helped me in my household. I don't live with a man. I live with me and my 4 children. He was the man of the house. He was the man of the house. He was the man of the house. That's who helped me.
Most of the focus has been on what Karan was doing, arguing that the focus should be on what the adult did in this situation.
I want to tell y'all a quick story. I used to look at The Wire. There was a man and a woman, and they had a child, and a man went to prison. They lived in a bad neighborhood. The mom looked at her son, that was, I think, 16 at the time, as the new man of the house. And she already watched his father go to prison for doing illegal things. And she turns around and pushes him in the same direction that got his father put in prison. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is a lot of you single mothers are running around having babies. This freaking woman has 4 kids. You're irresponsible with your womb, but now you want what came out of your womb to be responsible for you. Let me say that again. You're irresponsible with your womb, but now you want what came out of your womb to be responsible for you. No. You are a grown woman. You need to get out there as a grown woman and figure your life out. What are you doing with 4 kids and you ain't got enough money to pay the rest of your bills? Why is it that your son feels the need to sneak out the house to go break in cars? Because there's a possibility you ain't got no money and you inadvertently, indirectly told your son that he needs to be responsible for you as a grown woman. You need to figure something out because we ain't got no money. So next thing you know, your teenage son is out there doing whatever it is that he did and it got him killed. This is the reason why I say single motherhood is the worst thing that has ever happened to black people. I want to ask you a question. If this young man had a father in the home, do you think this young boy would still be alive? The answer is yes. This young boy lost his life because he did not have a dad. And sadly, the 3 other kids that are left may end up having the same outcome, whether it be death, prison, on a pole at a strip club, or single motherhood all over again. Let me tell you something, ladies. Civilians have the right to protect their property. So in this particular situation, I'm not even mad at the 41-year-old at what he did. It's tragic, but if you keep your hands to yourself, if you ain't running around breaking in people's cars, it wouldn't be no problems. But if somebody breaks in somebody's car and something happens to that somebody, regardless of what age they are, oh well. You know why? Because if that somebody had a father in the household, that somebody would not be out 4 o'clock in the morning breaking into people's cars. This is what happens when you run around breaking in people's cars, young people. So it will behoove you not to break into people's cars. We have the right to defend our property. So don't you run around soliciting the public for sympathy for what your little fatherless kid did. While this woman is sitting there with her sunglasses on, rolling her neck, talking about, he's the man of the house. I ain't got no man. Well, if you had a man, you would have a son. But guess what? Because you don't have a man, you don't have a son. And that's something that all of you need to sit down and be at peace with. Stop having fatherless kids because, like I said in other videos, if you keep doing this, you are putting your children in a position where they can turn around and lose their lives or lose their freedom. I am here to protect your children from you. Your sons have a 75% chance of going to prison or losing their lives because you did not provide them with a father. That one particular thing, that one thing that you left out of the whole scheme of everything, you did not provide your child with a father, and now your child is in a position where they can turn around and lose their freaking life or lose their freaking freedom because of that one thing. Stop having fatherless babies. And then at the same time, if you rewind this video, they literally said the previous times this little boy had with the court system. So it's not like it's his first time, it's his first offense. No, there's a huge possibility that this young boy has been terrorizing this same neighborhood for years. And you as a single mother are not in any type of position to do anything about it. You know why? Because he needs a father. But guess what? But you did not provide him with one, right? The single mother epidemic needs to stop today. It's 2023. I need you single mothers to get some therapy and stop running around letting any random dude get you pregnant. And next thing you know, 13 years later, you got to mourn your own son for running around breaking into cars. Do you realize what you are doing to your own children? But guess what? Y'all don't care, right? Why don't you care? Why don't you single mothers care enough about your future seeds or your present seeds and do things the right way so your child can grow up with a father? I'm sick of this crap because it happens literally every day. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.